JVC, there he is. Let's comp the house. I love it. Okay, JVC, you better give me more details than that, brother. You know it.
Before any of my acquisition guys send me an address, I always ask what's their motivation.
Right. And is that what you tell me? What that tells you?
That tells me, did you even talk to the person to have a conversation?
Yeah.
If so, what did you talk about? And
Okay.
B, is there even an opportunity there?
Got it. Okay, so let's look at this. So this has been owned 12 years, 6 months right here. Okay, they bought it cash. So what's going through your head? Look at where they bought it. You see that?
30 grand in 08.
In 08.
Vacant.
Right?
Yeah.
So what do you think they're motivated? Just from your experience, because I have some thoughts already on this deal, right? What do you think their motivation is?
Probably boarded or squatters or
Okay.
something.
Let's take a look at what this thing looks like from the front, and this will tell us the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at this thing. Here we are. Okay, what do you see off the bat?
That the weeds are tall.
Yep.
That bush is untrimmed. The roof looks like crap.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, that doesn't look too bad for a vacant property, to be honest, for Georgia, right?
Yeah.
But it just looks like nobody's lived there for a couple of years.
That's right. So he's got a vacant property that he bought for $30,000. So my assumption, just from this, because JVC, if you could put in the 4 pillars, condition, timeline, motivation, price, that would be great, and at least give us a little bit more context to this breakdown. But looking at this, if this is truly a vacant property and he's owned it for 12 years and it was built in 1930, it's got deferred maintenance, you never know what's going on inside the house. I would assume that this guy just wants to get rid of this if he gets a certain price.
Absolutely. So what's the market?
Right.
105,000.
Well, let's look at the comps. So let's comp this bad boy.
He said it's a tired landlord, wants $75K.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'm gonna go last, few months here. What's today? Today's the 21st. Thought so. Boom. Nothing to show. Let's go. Let's get into the active contingent pendings here. Guys, remember, we're looking into the location, then we look for the size of the property, and then, just making sure we're in the same property type, making sure that we're looking at single-family properties. Looks like he's got kind of like a storage in the back here, right?
Yeah.
He's got some sort of shed, or maybe it was
Manufactured home or something.
Yeah, it might be something there. So, JVC, if you could give us that info, that'd be great. Now, we're not pulling up anything.
Said it needs cosmetic work, a new roof. Seller wants to sell ASAP.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going a mile out. There's like nothing popping,
Where
right?
is this place?
This is in Georgia. This is in Lindale, Georgia.
All
right.
In sticks.
Okay, so it is out there. There's not a tremendous amount. I'm going to open up. What I like doing is just seeing if there's anything in the area that has sold, and not look so much on the square footage. There we go. Okay, so we've got some interesting properties here, right? So I'm just looking down here, and I want to see something that's in the area. We've got number 1, number 2 here. Number 1 went 140. Okay, bigger, right? 1,800 square feet. We're at 12. It's got 2 baths. Does this one really have 1 bath? That would be a bummer. It has 1 bath. Okay. You've got some other ones that are floating. So you've got this one at 140. You got the other one, public record, sold for $34,000. I want to see what's going on with this.
Has to be investor sale.
Yeah, for sure. It's an investor sale. No, I mean, maybe. I mean, it could just be a family member that bought it. You know what I mean? It could have been a transfer. Cash sale, of course. Let me look at
Seller was an LLC, sold it to an owner-occupant for $34,000.
Right. So maybe it was a tenant, maybe it was a lease purchase, maybe it was something along those lines, right? So that one, I'm going to just kind of put that one to the side because it just doesn't feel like...
It is a 3-2.
It is a 3-2?
Yeah.
Excellent, good. Okay. And this one doesn't feel like it's a traditional... Yeah, I mean, this property's not destroyed. I feel like this is something insider, like a
not arm's length.
interfamily, or if it hit the market, it would go for much more. All right. And the way that I look at that is just kind of look at the details. What's going on with it? Is it totally destroyed? Is there a reason it went for $34,000 versus, what this one went for? On literally like right here from each other. This one went for 140. This one went for 34. So
that's a good bump, though, 140.
Yeah, so you got a 140 there, but it's 1,800 square feet.
Oh, got it.
So what do you think the max on this bad boy?
If I sold for I would probably 100, 100 grand ARV, maybe 105.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it's like, it's so tricky with these lower priced homes because your rehab could exceed the total value. So it's almost like a totaled house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think the most important
But
thing.
let's do your moderate. Let's say it needs moderate. What was that, 25?
Moderate was $5 a foot. Like your full interior rehab, which this thing probably does need, is $25 a foot.
Okay.
So you're probably talking 28 grand in construction.
Okay, so let's look at that deal. So what do you think? So 110. Let's push
110,
it.
110.
Let's push it to 110 on this deal. That 140 though feels
like what?
Well, I mean, it's 600 square foot bigger, but I feel like the smaller, like there's nothing else available, right? So supply and demand factors in a little bit here, right? And then you've got some other ones that are around there. So let's just push this, Javier, just because of the market, because of interest rates, and because let's just go 120 just to have some fun.
Yeah.
All right. This might be off, but then we're going to times that by 0.94. Mike, you got me right. We're going to take 6%, and then we're going to subtract that 20,000 that a flipper will want to make, and then minus it's $1,125 a square foot. So we got 28,000. You said in repairs, and this should be your wholesale price.
64.8.
Yeah.
Only 10K off.
Yeah. So you're close, JVC. Just get them down. See if you can get them down to that, 50 to 55.
Buffer.
And then you've got that in your pocket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can you see that? Sorry, was I in the way? There you go. There you go. So there's the numbers there, guys. We took 6% off for closing costs and ancillary. We got $20,000 minimum that somebody that's going to do the work is going to want to get a return on, minus the repairs, gets us to this as the wholesale price, and then we've got, that disappeared, that's crazy, and then you've got your price. There you go. Awesome. And that's pushing it at 120 as opposed to 110.
Pushing it, yeah, exactly.
Yep. If you like that video, hit that subscribe button. We come out with new videos every single day. And if you want your questions answered, like you and I, one-on-one, make sure that you join us for the live show every single Wednesday. I will see you there.